Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the readings for the fire signs, and we're going to start with the lovely sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I love to read all your beautiful comments and about the readings. I love that you share with me your feelings. It's a beautiful thing. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, make sure that you check out your natal chart. You can do that by going to Google and just Googling natal chart and put in the details of your birth. It really is quite enlightening to get a birth report done or a natal chart report done. So I suggest strongly, if you're into looking at other aspects of yourself, then it's worthwhile doing and finding out what aspects really influence you in your life. So your moon, your rising, or your Venus. But if the reading does resonate with you, I ask that you give it a big fat thumbs up for me, and I'll say thank you in advance because it helps me to grow the channel. We have the Ace of Cups jumping out here, which is absolutely beautiful. So I feel like your reading this week is going to be very much about new love. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you on board. I do go live on Wednesdays, Australian Eastern Standard Time in Australia. So you can come over and catch me live, or if you press the bell, you'll also get reminders of when I'm putting new videos up. I do understand that it's not consistent, but for the most part it works. All right, we're going to use the, oh boy, Spirit Song Tarot here. Spirit Song Tarot. All right. Okay, and we have the Six of Wands coming through. Isn't it beautiful to start off with such a positive card? Because the Six of Wands talks about victory. It talks about success and triumph. It's like being recognized or being seen for what you are, being recognized in regards to maybe an award or being rewarded. But sometimes it's just, somebody recognizing, that pat on the back, or, you did a good job or whatever else. The other time I feel like this card is really important is when you've had your eye on someone and you've been feeling a little bit sort of connected to someone or wanting to move into something with someone, and then you find out they feel the same way about you. That's Six of Wands energy for me. All right, so we have the Temperance card here. Well, you've been doing very well. For those of you I'm speaking to, I feel like a lot of you have been doing your work. A lot of you are starting to understand how to exist rather than just live. And I feel this is really important here because there's a raise of vibration in your energy, which is saying to me that you have uplifted yourself somehow. And maybe this is why you're feeling like you're being recognized here. A lot of us through, our lives feel invisible. We don't always feel people recognize, and the more that people don't recognize us, the harder we try to put into things, when in reality it's just about grounding ourselves and being present in our own energy. But we don't. We stay in our heads and we float around all the time in our minds thinking about things, which is not really the way we need to live. I feel like here some of you have been really focusing on like meditation, focusing on being present in your body, but a lot of you have been doing healing around your past, so you're starting to understand how to get out of your head and to be grounded in your body. All right, so we have the Ten of Swords coming through, and this strongly says to me that you're finishing out some sort of negative cycle here, something that's kept you firmly in place. So it may be that what you've been working on here that you're being recognized for, maybe just as maybe working on your self-esteem, working on your confidence, working on your visibility, respecting yourself, appreciating yourself, believing in yourself. And because of that, you're turning something round beautifully here because you're letting go of this negative thinking. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups coming through. So we have an offer coming through to you here. We have the Strength card, which is the card of Leo. So you could be dealing with a Leo here. You've got somebody here who wants to make an offer, but I've also got this Page of Swords and the Six of Swords coming through. I feel like you may have moved away from this person in the past, and you may have a choice now here on whether you take them back in. All right, so what I'm getting here is very strong twin flame energy. I feel like somehow or another you've had a situation that hasn't gone well and you've separated from someone. And through that separation, and I hear it so much, and it's beautiful because I hear it from so much younger people than myself, which really is fantastic because it means that younger people are starting to understand how to love themselves and develop and learn from their pasts. And it's coming through a lot lately with people. But this energy of going back and healing your past. There's a lot of people here who feel like they're healing perhaps a lot of childhood stuff here, or a lot of habits or bad ways of thinking or doing that they've created in their early years that they're living by. And when the twin flames come together, there is an opening up or a cracking open of that illusion, that idea of not being good enough, or the idea of not being confident enough or having enough self-esteem. And what happens from that, people go back in and they do the work that's required, and they start to learn why they've treated themselves so, I don't want to say poorly, but it is probably for some of us the most adequate word to use, but certainly treating yourself in a way that isn't true to who you are. And because of that, I've got this energy of people growing and being able to step into their truth and step into who they really were meant to be before the ego became so much more dominant. I've got people moving out of their head spaces into their body space. So that's loving every part of them, not just sort of loving the mind. And because of that, you're being seen now. And I feel like here you've raised your vibration. You've got somebody coming back towards you here. Somebody that you would have probably made a choice to move away from in the past because you may have felt they weren't treating you in a way that was healthy. And I see things changing here very, very rapidly. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands coming through. So we have communication. This is somebody communicating across the airlines, so across the airways. So this is very often a text, an email, quite possibly a phone call, but it's definitely somebody getting in touch with you here. And the Eight of Wands always says to me, there is only a short period of time before this starts to happen. So this is definitely somebody communicating. Let me just see if I can, no, there it is. All right. We have the World card. See, that's just what I was talking about. The Nine of Pentacles coming through and the Four of Pentacles. So here we go. So some of you have really let go of this old idea of who you are. This old, I want to say paradigm, but it's really more of a pattern or a habit that you've been doing. So you've closed off some sort of cycle here. You've closed something off that you were hanging on to, and you are now stepping into your Nine of Pentacles. So you're coming into this beautiful, abundant energy. And these three cards here, especially with the Four of Crystals, tells me that you've let go. You've let go of your sense of controlling the world. You've learned to sort of live in the moment, be true to who you are. With this Nine of Pentacles, the energy is absolutely stunning because this says to me that you are really standing in your person here. You are learning to be true to who you are. This is the person you look at in the mirror every day and you see potential. You see beauty, you see satisfaction, you see all of the things that for many years you ignored. This is a person who looks in the mirror and falls in love with themselves all over again. Not the person who looks at the person in the mirror and picks holes in them. And you know, sometimes when I say things like that to people, they look disgusted. I could never look at myself like that. And I think you are so sad that you need to feel so bad about yourself, that you can't see your inner beauty. I'll make you look in a mirror. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands coming through here with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So there's definitely this sort of feeling that you've manifested or you're manifesting something in here. So I feel like here, if you do identify with the twin flame or you do identify with that significant relationship that you felt that you missed an opportunity with, I feel like it's about to be returned to you because your vibration now is in line with the universe being able to bring that back in. There is definitely a feeling of manifesting to you what you want here, and I feel like for some of you it's some sort of past situation, relationship, past love that you've wanted to have in your life, and you're being offered a brand new start. So the Ace of Acorns, the Ace of Wands for me is very much about getting that baton. You know, somebody walking up and giving the baton to you so that you can run the next area or energy. So it's like you're being given an opportunity by the universe here to go towards something that you really want. Very beautiful energy. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups coming through with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so I feel like here you've got somebody coming towards you here that is strongly aligned with your journey. Someone who you've met along the way that you felt was extremely right for you, but something came between you here, and it was more likely your egos. So both of you have gone and worked on that component of yourself that wasn't healthy, and you're coming back together here in a very, very beautiful way. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's have a look and we'll put some more cards on it. So I feel like here there is a victory, but for me this is about you seeing yourself in your truth, in your own value, believing in yourself here and presenting yourself to the world as you should have been. The Temperance card tells me that you are in balance, you are vibrating high, and divine timing is coming your way. We have here the Ten of Swords, so you've discarded those negative thoughts, those negative energies that you've been carrying around for so long. You'd adopted them as your own. You're now starting to understand they do not belong to you. And in comes this beautiful love here with the Knight of Cups from somebody who too has worked on that shadow. This is a person here who has a truth to share. They want to be with you and they're moving away from something else here to come towards you. So I feel like they are too leaving their patterns and their negative thinking behind. Two people coming together in a beautiful union here. So if this is your energy here, you will understand that both of you now are vibrating in a very similar, if not the same vibration. You're seeing each other. You're seeing each other possibly for the first time with that Six of Wands. So you're understanding how to come into union now. You're being drawn back towards somebody that you left behind because you felt somehow or another they didn't really love you the way you needed to be loved. You may not have recognized it as that when it happened, because sometimes we go into the old energy of ego where we feel rejected or somehow disregarded. But when you understand what your feeling was then was, this person can't love me because I'm damaged, and that would have been the feeling, when in reality you were probably feeling true love for the first time and it was taken away. So you go into the negative side of things. I'm not good enough. This person's left me behind because there's something wrong with me. And this person is now coming in, Ace of Cups, straight out of the gate with the Nine of Wands and the Four of... You can put down your guard. You can put down your defenses here now, because you have an offer that's coming in that's offering you this beautiful love here. So you can put down your defenses. You do not need them anymore. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fight for anything. You're learning how to just be in the space of love for yourself, and by loving yourself. I've had another reading like this today. By loving yourself, you're bringing in the love of another. Oh, and I got the Pleiades card again. How interesting, because I'm pretty sure that's the card I got when I did the other reading. It might have been the bonus reading. So I'm going to pull you another card because I know what the Pleiades card means. The Age of Light, even more beautiful. All right, so for those of you who identify as a starseed or realize that you have a mission on this earth, the idea here of learning how to self-love and how to teach love to others, or for you both to love each other and heal the relationships of the world, this is part of your soul mission. And then you have the Age of Life. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So it's all fitting together beautifully here. The Age of Light. Yep. Beautiful readings today. They've all been very much about what we're here to do. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you've ever felt unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You have been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed life through you in this life. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul 1,000,000 times more intricate than that. If you put it all together, all the fingerprints of the people you have been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen and rise. And that's why you got that victory card up front, because you are about to be seen. And the start is here. Whatever you're working on in this lifetime, whatever you're here to change, is about to start. Thank you.